Wow, we are here again. I want to say thank you for joining us again today on Takpo TV. It's been an hectic week for me. And how about yours? How did your week go?
Man was perplexously choked with a jam-packed full number of activities.
I was asking the viewers though, not you. Which activities did you do apart from eating and playing?
Playing is a very hard work.
So going straight to our topic for today.
You must marry me. Dance makosa pokaran. I say you must marry me. Dance keriwa pokaran. You must marry me. That's our topic for today.
So there's this lady that one guy wants to marry, and he even went for introduction. Introduction, not marriage yet.
That is what they used to call, they don't do small thing for your head. That is equivalent to sacrifice or pouring libation. In that case, your head has become a mobile shrine.
So after the introduction, the couple agreed that the lady moved in with the guy. Not like packing her entire belonging though. You know, it's a sort of distance relationship. The guy is living in a different city from the lady. And you know this thing about getting to know each other before you marry. So the lady, in the quest to getting acquainted to each other now, so she went and lived with this guy and even abandoned her business. In fact, she stopped the business just so she can get close to this guy.
Which means the man is very rich now.
So they started living together from 1 day to 1 week, from 1 week to 1 month.
1 month to 1 year, 1 year to 1 decade, 1 decade to 1 century, 1 century
There's something wrong with you. So after living together for about 6 months, the lady began to notice something wrong in the relationship.
Hey!
So this guy is rather sharing his future plans with some other girl outside. He doesn't discuss sensitive things with her. He doesn't seek her opinion in most of her decisions. Rather, he discusses with the other lady outside.
If she knows like that, why did she still want to marry him now?
No, probably it might not have been so from the onset. It must have been after they have been together for some time. Like I said, it was already 6 months down the line before she discovered this.
Oh, that must have been a result of see-finishism. See-finish has entered the relationship.
Exactly what I think too. So at a point she felt like leaving this guy alone. But now she's thinking of the shame of how people will react. You know, in our part of the world and culture, right after introduction or after you propose to a lady, people start counting the calendar months for you when you get married.
Yes.
After marriage, they are already counting 9 months for you when you have a baby.
That is what we call personal assistance on date and time.
Correct. They have become your personal assistant without employment letter and without salary. Both your family, friends, and even your spectators.
Yes, and your referee self.
You know, life is very ironic. Life is full of spectators, even amongst your friends. They watch every of your moves. Some are not watching to check up on you. Some are just watching to see whether there's any bad news at your end yet. After marriage, some will check in your status to see your sort of write-up, whether it's negative or positive.
Some people will prefer to see the negative one self.
Of course. That's why you see celebrities with millions of followers. You think all of them are your well-wishers. Some are just sticking around to see the day that you will sleep or you fall. Those same people that have been pretending to cheer you up will be the very ones that will say, look at him. They will call you all kinds of names, but they are your followers.
You know, Jesus accused his followers. He said, you people are just following me because of the miracle of feeding you with bread and fish, not because you want to hear the word of God.
That's the point. In the early days of this channel and UG Tunes, I wanted to also use the platform to help people in need. So there was a day I was watching TV and I saw this news about the former Super Eagles coach, Stephen Keshi, who was in need of funds and was seeking public assistance to help him clear a certain FIFA fine. So I took a snapshot of my TV screen and posted the picture on our Instagram and Facebook platform with the exact account details as it was shown on TV. Come and see horrible comments. Some said we are scammers, some said they will report us and our page will be banned.
That is a calamitous matter with a dangerous and magnified threat with a fatal magnanimity.
I was like, for goodness sake, you can see the person's details there. And if you are not okay or sure, go online and find out for yourself. Better still, ignore the post. They called us all sorts of names. At a point, I just had to remove the post. So not everyone following you or sticking around you or even your friends is there for your good. Even siblings compete with each other on some aspects. So this lady in question is actually having mixed feelings of all that people will say when she goes back to square one.
It's not a problem now. Is it not better than those that get married then later they divorce?
Right? But if you are not the one wearing the shoes, you will not understand the magnitude of the problem. However, I think you should just leave and give this guy his space. And that's the thing with relationships. It's very dicey. If you don't get to know the other person, they will say you didn't. If you do, still you have familiarity complex. But I think it's not a good idea to move into someone's house when you are not yet married. Many ladies have been victim of this issue. And even as we speak, some are on this table. When you are married, most times the man have no choice than to find a middle ground for two of you to meet. But if you are not married,
hey, that one is straight ticket to testing the microphone now.
Correct point. One thing with we guys is that we are wired for variety. It's in the nature of men. That's why some men end up marrying many wives, even in our world today.
They will like Auntie A because she is fair. Tomorrow when they see Auntie B, they will like her because she is tall.
And tomorrow they will like Lady G because she have curvy shape. So it's a disastrous trap to move in with your fiancé before marriage. Because that's when, after satisfying himself with you, he will start looking out for someone else whom he thinks he prefers to you. And he will start looking for any flimsy excuse just to get rid of you.
Uncle, are you saying that they should not go to their fiancé house? Because it is this kind of talk that used to make some girls say that they cannot cook for their boyfriend.
Cooking for your boyfriend is not mandatory. It's a personal choice. That's not what I'm talking about today. I believe when it gets to that level of cooking for him, you will know. Because there are two issues that have been plaguing relationships in Africa. One of them is this issue of girlfriend cooking for his guy and washing his clothes. On the other hand, the girl says their boyfriend has to be the one to take care of their financial needs. So that argument has always never balanced.
So girls should not cook and wash for their boyfriend and boyfriend should not give their girlfriend money, Abi?
I never said that. They are both a matter of choice. If you choose to wash and cook for him, it's your choice. He shouldn't force you to do that. If he chooses to assist you financially too, it's his choice. You can't force him to do it either, because until you get married to him, you are still your father's responsibility. And until he marries you, his food and dirty clothes is his business and not yours.
Uncle, but the problem that I have with married women used to be the fact that they will collect money from their husband to make hair. Then after they make the hair, they will now be wearing hairnet every time that they are at home. Until when they want to go out, it is when they will now display their hair. So the person that pay money for you to do the hair cannot enjoy it at home, Abi. It is people outside that does not know the cost of the hair that will now be feeding their eyes with the hair that your husband paid for.
That one is not my problem, or you want to talk to them about it. Other than that, I think we've come to the end of the show for today. Please tell us in the comment section what you think about these issues we've talked about. I believe if you are in a distance relationship, do visit each other from time to time and limit the time you spend on each visit. And don't just throw away your means of livelihood just because you are getting married to someone. Even when you get married, it can be helpful to both of you. What's your take on this?
And from your number one multi-amalgamated and dope dude with a fabulous dermatologist, we say have a fabulous weekend and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and leave a comment while you share and like this video. See you again next Saturday. Potia!